Alright guys, so I want you guys to bear with us as we go through this here. This is our first video of our live series. Something we hope to do very often. This is two of us, my wife and I. And we're just going to be cooking, talking about the meals that we're doing, having some fun, getting some people to come to the channel. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you like and subscribe. If you got any questions or concerns, make sure you leave those comments down at the bottom so we can address those things and you guys can get a feel for what we got going on for the channel. Tonight we're cooking our beef short ribs, and those are delicious. If you guys was just on my Facebook page, I posted I shared the link from a Facebook page of what we'll be cooking tonight. We've cooked this meal before, but tonight's kind of a night that we want to have the same thing. So we're going to be cooking it, and we're going to be talking, and hopefully you guys can enjoy our conversation and see how we cook together. So bear with us. We're going to get it right. And I know it's dark. I don't have the perfect lighting, but with more views. Hey Dan, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. But like I said, with more views, hopefully I can get more equipment, better equipment, so we can have better lighting, and I can bring you better content for the channel. So let's get into it. Wife's back there cooking. Move this off of the stand. Let's see the ribs. Those look delicious, don't they? They look very delicious. And I'm about to make some mashed potatoes.
Authentic.
Yeah, like my wife says, they're authentic. And one thing about us, my wife is about the funniest person in the world when it comes to me shooting my YouTube videos. If you guys ever pay attention, she is always in the background trying to correct me and say the perfect thing. And it don't drive me crazy. I just be like, sometimes. But that's what makes us us. Because without her correcting me, it wouldn't make me be a perfectionist at speaking to you guys on the channel. So for the viewers that are here, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you go and share on your page. Everybody come over to Colossal Eats and see this meal that we're about to do. You guys get to watch us do it live. Hopefully the battery will not die. I'm going to connect the external charger just so that we can keep going and going and going like the Energizer Bunny for you guys. Ugh. So, babe, how was your day?
It was okay, I guess.
It was okay. Today was a pretty good day. We went out and got some things. We found an awesome deal on a kitchen table that we're more than likely gonna go ahead on a sell. And Tanya says, "Cook it for me." Tanya, you is not, man. You live way out there in the country. That's my sister-in-law, Miss Tanya Joe. Shouts out to her. I got to get with her, and I want to do a segment with her side of the family. They made some beef neck bone perlo neck bones with rice, and I tried. It was smoked neck bones, and it was, oh my goodness, it was so amazing. I don't know what the recipe is. From what my wife told me, it's a family secret, so they're keeping it hidden. But hopefully they'll be able to someday share it with me, and I can cook it and be able to share it with my wife all the time. But yeah, that was so good. Those smoked pork neck bones mixed with the rice, so it was really good. I appreciate you, Tanya, for making that time we came down there to your house. That was good. So this meal, it's intense, but it takes a lot to get it up and going. I'm about to wash off my potatoes. We just went out and purchased some potatoes, which I don't see. Oh, wife wants some red potatoes. So the key secret for me making nice potatoes, what I like to do is take the potatoes. When I boil them, I wash them off, and then I cut them up. I cut them up just so that they can be in small pieces. The smaller the potato, the easier it will cook. And I like to cook my potatoes with the skin on. Tonight we're gonna have red potatoes. Um, a secret to make the potatoes very fluffy and taste very good. What you need to make sure you always have on hand. um, Make sure you always have it. Always make sure you have some heavy whipping cream and some milk. But the secret that a lot of people don't know, what I like, how I make mine, I like to throw in some cream cheese. Make sure you go out and get you some cream cheese when you make it. The best place to go is Lidl. They have it for the cheapest. If you guys don't have a Lidl in your area, I suggest you go out and bargain shop for those items. Some places have the Aldi's, some places have the Lidl's. You may have a cheap grocery store there. It's all about saving some money and cooking great food with the both of us. That's what we like to do. My wife, she's a bargain shopper for everything. So, yeah, so let me get these potatoes washed so that we can enjoy those. I can show you guys how I do them. You guys don't need to even see the whole process of how I do it, but in the meantime, oh my goodness, what is going on? Hold on, let me get right. Let me get right. Hey, can you guys see me? I know. I'm gonna go, once I get a break, I'm gonna go get my light so that I can have more light here for you guys. You guys can see me a little bit better than you see me now, because I know I'm a dark-skinned person, but I'm not that dark, okay? Y'all not gonna hold me to that. How many potatoes do we want to have for this? And to make good mashed potatoes, guys, you do not need a lot of potatoes. You just need enough to cook a nice dish with. You don't need a lot, okay? You do not need a lot of potatoes. And red potatoes are good because of the flavors that they have. If you get a chance to make some with some red potatoes, always try to get them when they're very hard, I should say. Just because spoiled potatoes are never good. But red potatoes are always pretty good. The key ingredient to cutting potatoes is always have a sharp knife. Always have your knife sharpener. I personally use a sharpening stone. A lot of people don't know how to use it, but if you go and YouTube will show you exactly how to sharpen this sharpen a knife and get it, samurai quality. Babe, how we doing back there on those ribs? They still good? They smell amazing. I wish they had a smellometer. Let you guys smell these. I usually like to try to watch a movie, but the funny thing is that all the movies that I have and the times that I get to watch the movies, unless we at a theater, my wife won't watch them with me. Babe, why you don't like watching movies with me? Oh, she quiet now. She don't like to watch movies with me. I guess I'm boring. Am I boring? Dang. The life of Twan. The struggles. Tomorrow we're going to a wedding gallery. We're gonna watch some things, get some wedding ideas. A lot of you guys already know I called Janice my wife, but she is to be my girlfriend. We're not married just yet. At some point in time, that will change, and her last name will be the same as mine. So, and her name with my name, my last name added to her name, sound so good together, like it was meant to be. And our signs, our zodiac signs are very compatible. Even our Chinese signs are very very compatible. So I think we may be the perfect match. She hadn't steered me wrong just yet and made me think otherwise. So far so good. And give you a brief history about us. You know, we've been rocking with each other for a long time. About how many years we known each other? About 15? 12? Yeah, it had to be about 15. Yeah. We've been we known each other since 2002. So almost 16 years we've known each other. And we've been always good friends. And kept it close as a good friend. Oh, poured all the wine?
All the wine.
My wife just drowned all the wine. Why you use the whole thing wine? She just killed the wine. Anyway, we've been rocking since 2002, and which is a very long time. I've known this chick, and I tell you guys that I remember the first time I saw her, I was like, oh my goodness, it is about you. She was like, she got this long hair, and the way she like used to wear it down all the time. And when I first saw her, you know, it was just like I was like caught in the trend. She says that I stalked her. I stalked her, and I don't think that I did. Oh, so I'm a stalker now. Oh, so she calls me a stalker. I don't think I'm a stalker. I think I'm a real perfect, perfectly round gentleman. Yeah, I am very round. If you guys can't tell, I'm round. My head ain't too round. It's kind of square. Say what? See, this is what I be talking about. This is what I be talking about. Anyway, we've been talking for a long time. We've known each other. We've been friends for many, many years. And since we've been friends for so long, we decided that we would give each other a chance. She decided she would take a chance with me. I thought it was a perfect thing. I thought it was a great idea. And here we are. Right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
Okay. She wants to play games. But anyway, guys, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some seasoning, and the seasoning that I like to use. Oh, this is our seasoning cabinet, baby. Can you hand me the bouillon? She's gonna hand me the bouillon, and what the bouillon is gonna do is gonna season. Is gonna be for us to season our water for our mashed potatoes. And you can just put enough. Babe, to cook mashed potatoes, you do not need a lot. Okay?
That's a lot of potatoes.
It kind of look like it is.
It kind of is.
Listen, I got this. I run the show. I'm the captain. Nobody do need a little more. Pour in that kettle, please. I want you guys to see these ribs. They look so amazing. So I like to season with this. You can go to Walmart to pick this up. It's on the Hispanic aisle. close to the Hispanic seasonings. It should be right next to the complete seasoning. If you don't like this brand, there's many more brands of bouillon that you guys can go and pick up to use. Um, but my wife says this one does come from Aldi and it's cheaper to go there and purchase it from there. So if you guys ever go to Aldi and you want some nice good chicken flavored seasoning, go to Aldi, pick up the bouillon seasoning here, and I think it's made by Cognon Coro.
Don't even try it.
I don't know what it says, but this. Just snapshot this. Go ahead and screenshot this right here. This is what we use to season our stuff. Hey, you ain't even put the garlic in there. You gotta cook it down. Hands up. She says she got this, and I'm gonna let her have it because she's running the show. And it's not often that Janice cooks. Yeah, I said it. It's not often that she cooks. I cook a lot by myself. I'm lonely. What else do we have with these ribs? We got ribs, mashed potatoes. What else, babe? What else do we cook? We kind of did plan it out, but green beans go good with this. I wanted to have some of this. These are Cracker Barrel oven baked macaroni and cheese. They were 80 cents at Aldi. I mean, not Aldi, but Ollie's. And I've had it before. They're pretty good. They have all the seasonings, everything you can ask for inside of it. So basically, you just take out, it out and make it from one bag. But we like to add extras to it to make it. I put our own spin on it. But if you got it all Ollie's in your area, you can run over there and see if they have these and pick them up. Last night we made potato soup. Potato soup was pretty good. What do you think about it? It was the Swanson's brand potato soup.
That was really good.
And my wife said it's pretty good. I thought it's pretty good too. And that bag only cost us I think $1.50 for that. It was so good. So you can pick that up. So once my water starts boiling again, oh, it's coming. It's coming. I'm going to drop these potatoes in there. Nah, that part's pretty good. Probably swap an eye. Yeah, we do need to do that. So speed up. I hate this stove. Oh man, my old stove is better. And my stove at my other house is good too. This stove is horrible. And guys, yes, I have a hat on my head, and that's just because my hair isn't cut. But who cares? It's gonna get cut later on tonight. So I'll be fresh tomorrow so I can go to the gallery. And hopefully I can bring you guys some live feed from there on my Facebook channel. I don't think I'll go live from my YouTube channel because it's not food related. It's more wedding attire related. I should do a wedding YouTube channel. Maybe I'll get more views and show you guys how to save money. So let me pour these potatoes. Right there.
Yeah. Oh.
Boom. So we got the potatoes going. We're gonna make some green beans. Our green beans, we usually make those with a little bit of wine and some seasonings, a little bit different from you guys normally make them. Most people usually get the green beans in the cans. We kind of shied away from that just because all the extra preservatives that they add into the cans, which can be unhealthy for you. And I rather choose to just add the seasonings to what we have And then the preservatives that they add in these cans nowadays is just really not good for you, and they're really not healthy for your body. And we kind of stay away from those things. So what we're gonna be doing is using some regular green beans, and I'm gonna show you guys in a second.
I think I just got mine steamed.
You want to steam?
Yeah. You want to start doing?
So these are French green beans. We picked these up from Lidl, and they're pretty good. Um, what I like to do is cut the stems of them off, just because they taste bitter. They're hard to chew. Um, they're not good when they're still on there. So I usually take them and cut them off. But my wife wants hers steamed. I think I want mine with some wine, and I like to use some dry wine. This is the Moscato. This is kind of a grape favorite Moscato,
It's not dry.
and this one is not dry, but this one is pretty good on the foods that we cook. We usually use a dry wine, but for some odd apparent reason, we didn't get a dry wine. We don't drink wine, but this one's pretty good. Oh, this one was for our seafood um, thing that we did last weekend. So that's why this wine is here, and we haven't been to the store to buy anymore. So we're just gonna use this one here. It's still gonna come out the same because of the seasonings, but the alcohol content that's in it usually heightens the flavors, and we usually go from there. But thank you guys for tuning in. I see you guys are still there rocking with me. If you can do so, go over to your Facebook page and see if you can get people to share this. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, look at that. Those look so good. Look at that. Look at those ribs, man.
I have beef neck bones and beef short ribs.
Man, those look good. Bay is killing it. So the wife she is like, she's doing pretty good. She's got it down packed. She really don't need my help. And there's a lot of dishes that my wife does that she is better at than I am. So a lot of people think that she don't cook. She can. She cooks very well, to be quite honest with you. Um, One of the dishes that I love is her chicken Alfredo. She makes it from scratch. And I know a lot of chicks that be out there and they can cook Alfredo, but they use cans, the jarred sauce, which my wife, she makes her sauce plain from scratch. And so it's a little bit more tedious process, but the flavors come out so amazing, which is different from the sauces that you buy out of the store because they have a generic flavor. And my wife always can change up her style of it at any given time, which is pretty good because I can always have a different type of sauce. But it's usually about the same because she makes it the same all the time. But it is pretty good. And if you guys haven't tried her Alfredo yet, if you ever get a request for it and we have all the things to make it, I suggest you guys ask for it because it's pretty good. What else I do like of yours? Oh, my mouth's out of water. Oh boy, my wife, she can make she make macaroni and cheese. Oh my gosh, it is so good. The mac and cheese that she has, and I can't top it. My mom can't even top the mac and cheese. I can say that. Mom, you gotta steal the recipe from Jenny's because she does it, and her sister Jennifer makes a very pretty good. Say what?
Jennifer.
I said her name correctly. It's Jennifer. Her sister Jennifer makes a pretty mean mac and cheese also. That's pretty good. But I think just because she's my wife, she has to get it because her mac and cheese is pretty good. She doesn't like it sometimes, and I don't know why. Every time she makes it, I think it's the best in the world. and I can't top it. That's one thing I can't do. I can't replicate it. If she gets sick and if she has a baby or something like that, and I have to cook the mac and cheese.
That's extreme.
If she has a baby and she's gonna be down and out, um, and I want some mac and cheese, I'm gonna be SOL because I can't replicate it, and God forbid that I have to go and see my sister-in-law for some mac and cheese. But yeah, some mac and cheese is pretty good.
Hey, that's all. That's it. So I can cook.
No.
Good.
I'm trying to think what else my wife cooks. She doesn't cook that often, but she makes great meals, and they're different from a lot of meals that I've had in the past. And this, I'll be quite honest with you, is some of her meals are so good. And one of the next meals that I can say that she honestly makes very well is cherry dump cake. And I think we were supposed to have that tonight.
Bro,
Oh yeah, she has her roast and beef stew. That's pretty good too. I don't know where she stole that recipe from, but it's pretty good. She stole it from somebody. You stole that recipe. You like Colonel Sanders.
I have a
You
seal.
know you like Colonel
Shortbread
Sanders.
recipe. That was so slow, baby.
She.
And like peppers.
Mm, Speaking of peppers, um, my wife she can do roasted chicken pretty good too. When she takes the chicken and put it in the oven, when she stuff it with all the peppers, um, some celery, some onions, and we season it very well. So we haven't had that in a while. We're probably gonna make that pretty soon. But what we've been on lately was the air fried whole chickens, where we take a whole entire chicken, a whole chicken, and we season it and we put it inside the air fryer and let the air fryer do its thing. We usually cook it for about an hour, and it comes out real juicy, and it hasn't failed. The last one we made, we shot it up with some Cajun injectables, and I thought that came out pretty well. The nice thing about the air fryer is that the skin on it is always crispy, and I've got some videos that I'm going to be putting together. They're quick videos, so they're going to be up, and it's probably going to be less than 5 minutes. So I'm going to put those videos up for you guys to see those how we make these air fryer chickens. That way you can replicate it yourself. I know my father's on here, and he's probably not too interested in it because he doesn't eat chicken, which is okay. I'm gonna put the air fryer video up of me making the round steaks inside of the air fryer, which came out amazing. Well, those were filet mignons. They were good. Yeah, those are pretty good. So I'm gonna put those things up and let you guys check that out. Pick up my light. I need my light in my charger. The lights in the bedroom. Bring the pink one and the charger's over there by the bed. I just need that long. Oh, my wife thick, bro. Hey, that's like one of the that's say what? Hey, I'm gonna say it. Yo, that chick is so thick, yo. She is like, whew. She want me to be quiet, but she don't know how good she look. Sometimes she just be like, I don't like this. She looks pretty good. But it's over there by the window. And the charger's in the bedroom. So these people can see me. I should have changed the light bulb right here. And the funny thing is, we bought these light bulbs, these LED light bulbs, and we like to use LED light bulbs. They cost a little bit more, but they're efficient. They're supposed to last for a number of years, but we bought some from the Dollar Tree, and those things died in no time. So let me get some light set up for myself. What? What are you doing?
What are you doing? I'm ready for this thing to cool.
Hey, talk for me.
You talk
Say what? Hold on.
Ooh.
Hey, there I go. I'm a little bit brighter.
You need to move it up. Move it too.
So, check this out. I made it a little bit brighter so you guys can see. Dog, that was a lot of juice. Just say that juice. I bet the juice was good.
I need a napkin. I gotta put the broth in there.
Hey. I got a shadow. There you go. Alright. Yeah, so it's pretty warm. So I'm pretty sure my sister left. I see Tanya's still there. Who's all still here with me in the chat? Leave a comment down there. Let me know you're still here. Potatoes should be ready here shortly. Daddy, you still there? I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. That'll get some people over to the channel. All right, so let the what we're doing right now is letting the potatoes boil down, and as we let those things boil down, we'll be going to drain the water off of them. Let you guys see this right here. Okay, my daddy's still rocking with me. Appreciate you. Look at that. Looks good, don't it?
It's time.
Yeah, some time. Put the whole garlic cloves in there.
Put them in half. Put them in
Put the tomato paste in it.
Earlier, before I put the wine in.
Oh.
The tomato paste in with the flour.
And this is a lengthy process, but it's still pretty good though. It's pretty easy to make, and you guys can head on over to my Facebook page and get the recipe. And I'll try to leave a link or copy to it. But we're just copycatting this recipe here. So, pretty easy, huh? Let's get some power, external power going on here. Just so we don't die. And you need this leaf for time right there. Always try to eat healthy, guys. Don't mind me. I'm just a clown. Let me go check on these let me go over here and check on these potatoes and see if they're soft. I don't know, I think she is. fork. To make sure your potatoes come out perfect, what you want to do is take a fork, stick a fork in them, literally stick a fork in there and see if they're done. And if they start falling apart, and then that lets you know they're pretty much done for them. And what I like to do is, let me taste this. Wow, just the bouillon alone is pretty good. Like to taste one of the potatoes. For a second, let's show you guys how I smashed it. Let's see something real quick. Let me do this. Let me see that. See that? I'll let you know they're done. And you can do that. See that? Those flakes in that. That flavor is so amazing. It's pretty good flavor in those. Show you guys how to do that someday. Pretty good. Remember, go pick this up. It will not steer you wrong. So before these potatoes get cooled down, what I'm going to do is actually drain them. So I'm going to get my colander. And what I like to do is put a bowl underneath the colander just to catch the liquid, because some of the liquid I want to put back into the potatoes, but I also want to drain most of it off. But I'm going to leave a little bit of the water inside of it. The reason I do that, leave just a little bit of water in there, because I like to have a little bit of moisture to work to kind of lubricate everything. And boy, I wish I had a bigger kitchen. Someday I'm gonna have a bigger kitchen. Excuse me. And I don't have a mixer, and I wish somebody would hook me up with a mixer. So if somebody's watching, if you don't mind, just send me a personal message on my Facebook page of your address. So I can send you my address. Yes, I would like a hand mixer so I can mix some of these things that spice got to me. And what I like to do is mash these potatoes with a potato masher. And I like to use the metal potato masher versus the plastic one, because that plastic one won't get anything done. And the more I mash it, the more they get smashed and gets evened up, and it starts to look more like mashed potatoes. But they're not mashed potatoes just yet until I start putting some of the rest of the seasonings in it for you guys. So we're going to continue to mash these up and get them. And I like to leave the skin on for my mashed potatoes. The reason I like to leave the skin on is just because it just adds extra flavor. And second of all, I'm kind of lazy. So, yeah. And what my wife's doing right now, if you guys can't see, she's actually taking the whole entire pot, and it's a cast iron pot, so that's why we're able to take it and put it inside of the oven. She's crazy. She took the whole entire dish and put it inside an oven, and it takes about 30 minutes or so to finish cooking. And what she's doing is really cooking the inside of the ribs, getting them to a perfect temperature for you eating, a safe temperature for you to eat. And we've got a lot of mashed potatoes. So I'm gonna be eating mashed potatoes for a little while here. And this is so satisfying. Mashing these potatoes. And I wish I had a hand mixer. If I had a hand mixer, guys, I'd be whipping it up for real. Whipping the potatoes. That didn't sound right.
Yes, sure did.
I mess everything up, right? Thank you guys for continuing to rock with me. I appreciate it. I want you guys to see these potatoes. I want you to rock to see these potatoes. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I need some of that. I opened the other one. And just simply so satisfying. Look like little French fries. What you mean? Babe, it's fresh.
Fresh. This is that open.
Alright. Let's get these mashed potatoes.
One in there. I didn't put parsley in that thing. Oh, we should have gotten chives.
Oh, we didn't get any chives. Next thing I'm gonna add into these mashed potatoes is some heavy whipping cream. This heavy whipping cream is gonna loosen it up. Plus, it's gonna give it a different texture to these mashed potatoes, and make it creamy. Because I like creamy mashed potatoes, and it won't be so dry tasting. But the nice thing about it is that these potatoes, since they were cooked in the bouillon, they still retain a lot of that bouillon flavor. So that's kind of like one of the main flavors in it. And you can see these chunks of mashed potatoes. I don't want them to be chunky. I want them to be creamy. And how I make them creamy is by putting some heavy whipping cream and then put it in some it's so good.
What is that? Gosh.
Next thing we're gonna use for these to season these is some no salt seasoning. It gives an extra flavor to it, different flavor, plus along with the bouillon that we actually have in there. And we're gonna add some onion powder to it. And I usually add in some onions, which I still can do, but what I don't add in fresh onions. I like to add in some onions that I caramelize, which I take the onions, cut them up, and put them inside of a pan with a little bit of grease or oil. And I prefer to use olive oil. And I stir them up and get them nice, a golden texture to them. And then I mix them in with my mashed potatoes. I don't know if I'm going to do that tonight. My wife told me I better not. She said I better not. So I'm going to add in some of this onion powder here. Don't be afraid to go to the Dollar Tree, guys, to save some money. Dollar Tree for seasonings is going to be your friend because you can get some good seasonings for a low price of only 99 cents plus taxes where acceptable in your area. So I'm going to put a modest amount of onion powder on there. It's just you can kind of feel what your ratio to this is going to be. Trust me, you haven't complained just yet. Next, I'm going to add some of this no salt seasoning. I am. Yep. Yes. Good. Next thing I'm gonna get out is my rubber spatula. This is not rubber; it's actually silicone. Yes, I do need butter.
Butter.
I'm gonna use that. I like to use that because it stirs everything pretty good, and I don't have an issue with it. We like to add some butter to this, and we don't use margarine or any kind of alternative butter. We use real butter. This one here was purchased from Lidl for a very low price. I don't remember what the price is, but like I said, if you guys get a chance to head over to Lidl and always choose some of the items that they have there, because 90% of the time they're going to be cheaper than your local grocery store. If you don't have a Lidl and you have an Aldi, I suggest you go there also, just to save some money. So shouts out to Lidl and Aldi. I get a modest amount.
Hey, it's like word of the day.
Modest. And I'm going to mix everything up before I put in the heavy whipping cream. So I'm going to whip this up real good and get that butter melted up inside of here. As I'm turning this mashed potatoes, that butter is kind of getting everything smoothed out. I'm mixing in all of those seasonings so I won't have a big clump of the same seasoning in one particular spot. That seasoning is transferred and moved around so everything is moved out evenly. So it's these mashed potatoes is going to take a little bit of work, just because I don't have a mixer. And if you guys can send me a mixer, a hand mixer, I would definitely appreciate that. I'm pretty sure your little bit of money that you guys send for it will not be go in vain. I'll put it to good use. I promise you. And so I'm mixing everything up and getting everything smoothed out, getting all the lumps out of it. Everything is still got a lot of heat to it. So everything's pretty warm. Plus, I also still, before I put this heavy whipping cream in there, the heavy whipping cream is cold, and I don't want to put that in here just yet until I got all the seasonings mixed up. The reason I say that is because I don't want this to get real thick to the point where I can't turn it. But remember the seasoning water that we had. What we're gonna do is pour a little bit in there, and it actually is very hot still. So we're gonna pour some of that in there, stir it. That's adding some seasonings, and it's also um, making this smoother. And once we get it to a nice, good consistency of still turning it, I'm gonna show you guys how this looks right now. Let me smooth it out for you. This looks so good. Let's get this camera here. Let's turn this around. There you go. See those mashed potatoes? They're not creamy just yet. They're just mashed. Even though that right there, if you guys are lactose intolerant, you can still use these mashed potatoes right here because the flavor in them are so good that you still can use them and everything is going to be all right. My wife is going to get me a copyright strike. They're going to ban my channel. This is a fresh jar of heavy whipping cream. And I'm going to let you guys know a little secret here. All right. A lot of people don't know what heavy whipping cream is. And if you don't have heavy whipping cream, a secret alternative to this is milk and butter. You didn't know that, right? I bet you guys didn't know that.
Butter is the key.
Is like my wife said.
Cream in it.
What?
Butter's made of cream.
Oh yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about? I didn't know what she was talking about for a second. My bad. I'm sorry, baby. But yeah, butter already has the cream inside of it, and the milk just adds that milk to it, I guess. I didn't know what to say. I'm sorry. But yeah, if you guys don't have heavy whipping cream and you still want to make this work, only thing you need to have is some butter and milk, not margarine or anything else. This is not butter, whatever it's called. You don't need that. You need actual butter to make this work. And that will be an alternative to heavy whipping cream. Just to let you guys know. So I'm gonna pour some of this in here and get this. We're gonna kind of feel our way through this, and as we're pouring it, we're gonna pour and turn. And what we're doing is actually folding repeatedly, getting this heavy whipping cream to go all the way through all these mashed potatoes here, so we can get them very creamy. And while it's still hot, I need to go ahead on and do this. I need to add in my secret. We need to go to the store and get some. Where's the other one, babe?
You know what?
I just took this one out. The other one, the small one.
What?
It's cream cheese.
You want real cream cheese?
I got it right here.
It's the light version.
It still don't matter. It's still pretty good. Here's the secret ingredient. Cream cheese. A lot of people don't know. No. That's the only one we use. I stopped using honey. So I'm going to cut these into smaller pieces. The reason I cut these into smaller pieces is because it makes it easier to cut and turn in the inside of this mashed potatoes here. And I like cream cheese. Oh my god, cream cheese is so good. I see why people put it on bagels. Even plain cream cheese. The best cream cheese that I really like, my favorite cream cheeses are the jalapeno, and I like the strawberry cream cheese. So I'm gonna drop a couple pieces of cream cheese inside of my mashed potatoes, and then I'm gonna stir everything up. That's the secret to making creamy. That's the secret, guys. Don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. If you don't believe me, ask Martha Stewart.
Okay. Yeah, they can do that.
She can. Shouts out to Martha Stewart making that money at the prison for being. Yep, she is. She's making all that money at the prison. A lot of those networks and other places dropped her, but shouts out to the Food Network. She went and shined on them. You can send her to jail, but she is a G in there. And she did good coming out. I like that. I appreciate her going in and with a smile on her face and walking out with the same smile on her face that she came in there with, because she lets everybody know that, you know, just because she went to prison for supposedly security frauds, that you can't hold her down. And I mean, that security fraud thing kind of, it's like, I'd rather. She went for security fraud, baby. She went because she had inside trader fraud. That's what Martha Stewart got locked up for. Martha did Fed time, bruh. And man, these mashed potatoes are coming out so creamy. My wife wants me to tell a secret. All right, check this out. It is a secret because a lot of people don't know this. And if you don't inform people of this, they'll never learn to use it. So what she's using right now is parchment paper to make this. And a lot of people don't. She dropped it and missed my shoes. But this is cornbread here, guys. And so that we don't have a big mess, we like to use this parchment paper here. And what that parchment paper does, it keeps things from being sticky. And so we don't want all this mess to clean up afterwards, but we still want our food to be cooked and not stick anything. So we use parchment paper, and you don't have to use any kind of butters or anything like that. You can just use this to clean up with, and it makes the cleanup a whole heck of a lot easier. One of the things I didn't do in the past, but I learned to do now, is use aluminum foil. Oh my gosh, aluminum foil is a lifesaver. My wife taught me that, and what she did was she started using aluminum foil on everything, and it makes cleanup a breeze. I promise you, if you're cooking anything inside of the oven, even if you got those nice dishes or whatnot, just line it with some aluminum foil, and what that aluminum foil will do, it'll make you clean up a whole heck of a lot easier, and you won't have to work. But my wife says parchment paper is better. I use aluminum foil. That is true. Parchment paper is cheaper. It also comes from Dollar Tree, but we're not going to say anything. Look at this. These mashed potatoes are thick. They're creamy. They're just perfect. They've got the cream cheese in them. We've got the heavy whipping cream poured in there. Everything is mixing up so well. I didn't put any more of the seasoned um, water in there, the bouillon water. But if I wanted to add a little bit more, I can. And what I like to do is just continue to stir these by hand manually. I wish I had that mixer, so if one of you guys want to send me that mixer or send me the funds for that mixer, I think they're about 15 bucks at Walmart for a nice cheap mixer. If you guys want to spend 15 bucks,
come on.
I want a new mixer. If you guys want to really spurge and donate to the cause, you guys can get me a KitchenAid mixer. They're about $100 bucks. I know you guys aren't going to do that just yet because I'm not that big. I'm just Chef Anton Zeke. But you guys can do that. I take Cash App, PayPal, Cash. I even got a square soft space so you guys can bring that card and we can swipe it on. And we're gonna pour a little bit more of the seasoning in here. Yo, I wish you guys can see how much fun Janice and I have. We have the most fun two people can ever have in a relationship. I think we have one very healthy relationship, don't you think, Ben? Yeah, we have a very healthy relationship. One of the key things that we like to expound upon is communication. A lot of people they talk about we need to have more communication in a relationship, and there's not a lot of communication. But I believe, and both of us believe that communication will take you a hell of a long way. Just because the more you communicate with one another, you kind of can see what the other person status is or how they're feeling at a given point in time. So one of the things we like to do is just talk whatever issues that we have going on. We like to talk about it and then explain to each other how we're feeling, and we get things resolved very quickly. It's rare occasions that we're upset with each other, but the nice thing about that is that I always was told that you do not go to bed with a grudge in your heart, and I take that into the line because you may never know if you're going to wake up to see tomorrow, and you going to bed with a heavy heart, being upset at that person that you're supposed to be in love with. You may never get that chance to apologize to them. So take words of these wisely, is to always, before you lay your head down at night, make amends of whatever you have going on, and don't try to let it carry on into the next day. It will make your relationship a heck of a lot better. You will kind of see everything from each other's point of view, and you will better understand one another. So those are my thoughts on that. You guys can take it or you can leave it, but it's just my thoughts on it. It may sound good, it may not. You can let me know what you think about it, and we can go from there. But back to this food. Love you, girl. Oh, so you ain't gonna. Oh, so we just gonna be quiet now. Okay. And my wife, she don't like to talk, man. She don't talk as much as I do. Now, I get that talking from my granddaddy and my dad. Oh my goodness, bro. My dad, my dad and my granddad is about two of the most easygoing having a conversation people you can have a conversation with. My granddaddy can just meet any Joe Blow off the side of the road and strike up a conversation. And I watched him for many years, and I'm able to do it also. My dad is the same way. I watch him just, just meet somebody. Don't matter who it is. He can sit and he can just strike up a conversation with anybody. And I appreciate my dad for teaching me that because it builds up confidence within you to where you can be able to speak to a lot of people. And I was able to use that those those skills in work in the past, and by just standing in front of big board members and being able to carry on a nice conversation about work and being able to present whatever projects I had in front of me. Appreciate that, sister-in-law. I try to spread just a little bit of wisdom. You know, a lot of people might not hear it, but just try to let people know about our relationship and how we make it work. And it don't work for everybody, but for some people it do. You just got to take every day one day at a time. No relationship is perfect, no matter how many relationships you look at on TV. It's always a flaw. I looked at a couple days ago of the richest man in the world, the CEO of Amazon. This dude is getting divorced, and it's all for infidelity, and it's just amazing me. But as long as you have more conversations with your spouse and put her number one in your relationship, and you guys put each other number one, everything will work out. You won't have any issues or flaws between one another, and it will work out just perfect. So that's one of the things. These mashed potatoes, these mashed potatoes are done, bruh. I want you guys to see. But I was talking. Girl, bye. Y'all see these mashed potatoes here? My wife was tripping. Hey, can you hold this camera? Well, stir the mashed potatoes then. You're going to do one or the other.
They stirred. You've been stirring them for 30 minutes.
Stir the mashed potatoes so they can see. Stir the mashed potatoes, man. Really?
Look, y'all. He stirred them to death.
You gotta be the most difficult person in the world, bro. Move out my way. Swear. You know, I'm gonna tell you, like, do not. Just trying to do something, guys. This is what I had to put up with. You so evil, man. Gosh, you evil. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Dealing with my grandparents and my dad. My granddaddy taught me a lot. Boom, shouts out to that dude. That dude was amazing. My granddaddy was a woodsman. And so is Jenny's father. He's a nice woodsman. And shout out to Pops-in-law. He's I know he can't see this, but if he heard his name being spoken around here, I'm pretty sure he'll tell the world, "Hey, Woody!" Shouts out to you, dog. I need some more firewood for my we need some fat lighter. That's what we need. We don't need firewood. We need some fat lighter. We were supposed to get some of that fat lighter to bring up here and sell. Yeah, shouts out. If you guys need some firewood down there in South Carolina, make sure you hit my father-in-law up. His name is Woodrow Joe. He's over on the Jamestown side of town, Jamestown Road side of things, not too far from Egypt. If you guys need some of those, need some firewood, make sure you hit him up. He'll be happy to come over there and bring you some if he has some laying around, or he'll go out there in the woods and hook you up with it. And like my wife said, he doesn't do credit, so don't expect a discount for that. Make sure you show up with that cash in hand, and just tell him that you heard it here on Colossal Eats, and he'll be able to hook you up. So if you're in a different state, I'm sorry, I don't think he'll be able to help you. But let's try some of these mashed potatoes. Jenny's, quit playing. They're creamy. They are missing something. I ain't put enough salt in it. And I used to put accent salt in there. So that's what I'm going to do.
MSG?
Yeah.
MSG in there.
Put some of this MSG. Accent salt. It wicks up food.
Badly killed you. Want to help it food.
Let's just stir this up.
MSG.
See, you hear that sound?
Yeah, I remember that thing.
Out.
Nothing.
You ain't clean the kitchen all week. This is our argument.
Did I cook? Did I cook already?
Oh. Hey, see, talking on here made me forget. Guys, I forgot to add the black pepper. This is not the pepper I normally use. I like to use the thicker pepper.
Thicker pepper.
Thicker pepper flakes.
Bigger pepper flakes.
Thicker pepper flakes. If Jenny's don't stop, babe, I'm took my shirt down before I get angry. I'd like to thank you guys for rocking with us. We don't take the time to have you guys share this with us. Shouts out to my sister-in-law, my pops, who's still there.
So you got 2 viewers.
I got 2 viewers. Don't worry.
Loyalty.
Someday, you guys, it will be more viewers here. We'll have more interactions. I have more things to do, such as giveaways. But everything that starts out pretty good and becomes great has to start out somewhere small. So I thank you guys for rocking with us. I appreciate you. We love you guys for being with us for right now, helping us through this. Cook this wonderful meal. Right? Only thing we got left to do is steam these green beans. And we're gonna have a meal. I'm gonna put the video up for the short ribs that we did before. I don't know what day I'm gonna drop that. The video is kind of done, but I have to be very cautious with the music that I use, just because I don't want my channel to get copyright strikes. And even though it's been copyright strike a couple times, and to have more music where I can use for the YouTube channel, it's a cost to that. And unfortunately, at this time, I'm able to provide that cost to them. So until I get that, I have to do a lot of research on the music that I use. If there's music artists out there who want to provide music that's clean, provide music for the channel, you can send me an email at colossal.speaks@gmail.com.
I'm not cutting your thing though. Like, whatever. You already cut the other end off. I'm not cutting them off.
So you guys can send me an email and send me your music. Make sure it's clean, something I can use for the channel. I like to keep the channel family friendly, so that I don't like a lot of things that have profane language in it, or any languages dealing with a lot of sexual content. Although we do use some sexual content on the adult fact form, but we're not too explicit with it where it's very inappropriate, like lubrication, which my wife said I should stop using. See, she says it again. And the nice thing about this broth, it is so good. If you guys, I don't know what I can use this broth in, but I hate to throw it away when I get it, whenever I get a chance to. I like to drink that juice off of the broth. It is so good. I love it. What?
I need this. I don't want to use it.
You don't want to use what?
Broth.
Ain't nobody tell you using my broth. This is our argument. I'm arguing with her. Can't y'all see I'm winning? I'm winning this argument. My wife said I make some of the best mashed potatoes in the world, which means I have Mr. Calvin beat. So, Cool Cal, if you hear me out there, just know my mashed potatoes can take on your mashed potatoes any day of the week.
Talk about cool things.
Those mashed potatoes right there just fell, so that's why I got these. But so far tonight, we got our beef short ribs, and we got mashed potatoes, and then we're gonna have some green beans. All of that said and done, this is a perfect mix if you ask me. Yeah, I mean, can't go wrong with it. Everything's pretty good. These mashed potatoes are whipped to perfection, and once these are done, we're gonna have a wonderful meal. And what I like to do is take my mashed potatoes and stick them on the stove, turn the pot on low, or put it on a warm setting. The reason I like to do that is just to keep the mashed potatoes warm, so they have a nice flavor to them. They're not too thick, because once they get cold, they get very thick. Lid is right here, and just take a lid and put it on top of it. Yeah, see that? Tanya, Janice asked where are the boys. I'm pretty sure one of them playing a video game.
And the other is probably where she is.
Oh man. My little nephew, I saw him Thanksgiving. And he was just a bundle of joy to hang around. His name is Chase. And he's a cute little kid, man. He's got a little big old head, but he's still a little cute little fella. He got pretty teeth, but his mom got pretty teeth too. She has a pretty smile. His mom has a pretty smile. So he got that from his mom because he definitely sure didn't get it from his dad.
Hey, let's talk about my brother.
Even though I love my brother-in-law, my little nephew did not get his smile from his dad. He got it from his mama, which she has a pretty smile. And my sister-in-law is a very beautiful woman. She knows what she's doing. She's still at it. So hopefully, I don't want to spoil anything. She said Chase is ruling the house and Jay is on the game, as you know. We knew it. We knew it. But it goes in the recyclables.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, John, and still rocking with us. You and my dad, two strong supporters.
your daddy's got a plan.
Oh, my dad watching. Oh,
You got no gig tonight?
and if you guys hasn't know, if you guys don't know, my dad's a DJ. His name is DJ Grammy. If you still on,
Hey, Tanya.
go ahead on and put DJ Grammy down now, and that way you can get some. If you need a DJ, make sure you guys follow my dad. He's at DJ Grammy on Instagram. Hopefully, either my sister put it on here or he'll put it on here. But shouts out to my dad. He's an excellent DJ. He's very reasonably priced. He's always booked, so if you book in advance, there's a pretty good chance that you get him for your DJ needs. And he has a huge genre of music that he plays, so there's no limits to what he does. If he doesn't have the music that you guys are looking for, he'll be able to research it and download it and get that type of music for your party. So it's nothing that he hasn't tackled yet, other than probably EDM, which I'm pretty sure he won't be getting the EDM crowd. And if he does do something like that, I'm pretty sure hopefully he has that mix already prepared before he does that. So Dad shout that out. What else? Waiting to see that tasty meal, what it looks like. I wish I was close by it and have a plate. Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, we can't share this meal with you guys in person, but we can share it with you on live. And thank you guys for tuning in with us as we cook this meal. This is one of the first episodes. I don't know what we're gonna call this, and I don't know what we're gonna call this series. And it was an idea that I had, and it came from a rap artist by the name of Tobe Nuege, and he's out of Houston, Texas. There's my dad, DJ Grammy. But we came up with the idea of putting together a I guess you wouldn't call it a series, but just something that she and I do once a week for the channel. Hopefully, it will help the channel grow. Where we're just putting the meal together, whether it be something quick or we do a takeout. Hopefully, we can try to squeeze in a review or two with it. Just maybe start thinking about doing some ordering some takeout, see how long it takes, and then we just have a subject that we want to talk about, and maybe some relationship things. Don't know. Yeah. So we don't know what we're gonna call it. What day we're gonna shoot the videos and have them because we both have busy schedules. Um, so we'll see. We don't know what the name of it. I don't know. We still haven't think of a name to call it. So we're still thinking on that. If you guys got some ideas about what we should call it, um, let us know. Because their channel is called Feel Good Sundays. They do it every single Sunday, and it gets a lot of views. It doesn't get the millions that one would hope, but it does generate a couple thousand, maybe 2 or 3 thousand views. And they do it once a week, and they just sit on a couch, and then they just have a intimate conversation between about their relationships or what's going on currently in their lives. Um, Hopefully we can do something like that. I like the idea. I like the interaction that my wife and I have. We have pretty good conversations. Even when we're riding in the car, we just have some amazing conversations. So okay, cuz Thomas, she been there the whole entire time. I appreciate you rocking with me. Mm-hmm. Denny's saying, I don't know who that is. She just said cuz. Ooh, what we got? These ribs about to come out. We're about to be eating, guys. We're about to be eating here shortly. So I appreciate you guys sticking with us as we eat. We're about to eat here in a little bit. I wish I can do something with this broth, guys. There's a lot here. And check this out. Once again, someday I'm gonna make this for you. I wish last night I would have had the Swanson's broth. No, it was the Swanson's quick mix. Let me show you an example of it. Hey, where's that pizza? These. These are Swanson's homemade soup maker. I had the potato soup. I don't know where don't know where they came from. Before they got the Ollie's, I'm gonna have to do some research on it and see where they come from. But these are pretty good. They're easy to make. They're very simple recipes on the back. I made a dish last night, and I had enough to carry over to the day, so I'll probably eat on that during this week as extra food. The nice thing about it is that I've got an idea to make another dish of the potato soup, make it one way, and then do it as a leftover for another dish, which is going to be coming from a crock pot ham that I'm going to do. Um, so I'm going to use the pieces of leftover ham from that to make with the soup from this, and it's made by Swanson. And I'll look it up and give some more information back on my YouTube, on my Facebook page. And I have a Facebook group called Colossal Eats. If you guys haven't checked it out just yet, go over to just type in Colossal Eats on Facebook, and you should make sure you sign up to join our group, and that'll keep you up to date on our upcoming videos and things that we're gonna be putting out.
More?
Probably. Is it soft in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, like, soft.
Is it still moist?
It's good.
Ooh.
Let's see how it looks.
Hold on. Here's the part. Let's see what these ribs look like. What these ribs are hitting for. Oh. Woo. Look at that.
Look at that garlic though.
Look at that. Y'all look at this. Looks so good. Woo-wee. See that garlic in there? And guys, and see those ribs?
I need to leave it in there more.
Yeah, we need to leave it in there just a little bit more because they're not ready to fall off the bone just yet. But as you can see, look at it. It is looking so good. See that thyme there on top? Add those extra flavors in there. This time we added some carrots to this dish. And it's so good. And you guys can use any kind of short ribs that you want. You can use some oxtails. I'm pretty sure oxtails will taste pretty good with it.
You meant beef?
Yeah, just use any kind of beef. I'm pretty sure beef neck bones you can use beef neck bones, some beef short ribs, or you can use some oxtails. Any kind of beef. I'm pretty sure out of this dish right here would work. If you guys are able to, make sure you go. So we're gonna let it cook a little bit more time, and I thank you guys for continuing to rock with us. We're going on an hour and 21 minutes so far, which is pretty good. I didn't know people would still rock with me that long. I appreciate you guys. I wish I had something to give away to you guys. For sticking with me this long. I wish I had a giveaway I could do. Maybe at some time in the future I can do a giveaway give away to the ones who still holding in at the end. You can shoot me over your message at a certain period of time, and I can just send you something. I don't have anything to give away right now, other than a bow tie. You want a bow tie? No. If you want a bow tie, if you want a Carolina bow tie, give me a thumbs up right now. Say I want one. Right now, go, and I'll ship you one. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, time's up. No, pretty sure. I got people commenting on the Facebook page right about now. Got a lot of views over there. Who's Thelma Hickman? Oh, Auntie! I ain't even caught on to the name. I was like, who is that? And then I looked at the picture. I'm like, okay. So if you guys, thank you guys for still tuning into the channel. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all don't know how good I'm feeling right about now with all my with all these people. Dad, I got you. I got you. You want to tie?
Oh my goodness. Is he leaving the gas off the fan?
Yeah, he is. My dad is.
He don't wear bow tie.
He gonna rock it. Daddy, I got you.
Somebody advertise it at his shows.
Yeah, Daddy. Next time when you at your show, go ahead and put that bow tie on. When they ask you where you got it from, say, hey, my son made these right here. I know you do a lot of shows for them folks, man. I know you do. So make sure you, when I send it to you, make sure you put it on when you go to the show. Don't hesitate. Throw it on. When they ask you where you got it from, say, my son and my daughter-in-law made these right here, and they're exclusive from them. Go ahead on and hook us. Say, let them hook you up. Y'all know how much I sell them ties for. I sell them for a good penny. You know, put money into our pockets. 100% putting the post on my page right now. Yeah. Boom. Boom. So if you guys haven't done so already, make sure you guys continue to subscribe to the channel. Your love and subscriptions, that thing's so good sometimes. I don't like that. Throw it away. I might put on some rice or something. Don't, please, babe, please. It's so good.
I'm about to say this, y'all.
Jenny's, well, leave some at the bottom. No, you're just evil. And don't you dare. I appreciate you, Daddy. I appreciate you so much, man. My dad is one of my biggest supporters. He's one of the biggest supporters. He stood by me when I made this channel. He liked the idea. He helps me with some of the ideas. He low key don't know that. Such as the my dad did what was that? That was what's the thing my daddy made? The thing we had at my grandma's house. It was so tender.
Oh, brisket?
Oh yeah, the brisket. My dad did a brisket. He did it very well. I want to give him a shout out to. The only thing that I wish he had, and he probably should have done, was to over season it with a salt. That way the salt will marinate into it and trickle down into the meat. And he didn't put enough of that salt flavor on. But the way he cooked it, oh my goodness, it was perfect. It was perfect. Oh, y'all see that? Bring closer, babe, so they can see it. Look how clean this is. Hold on. Let's see how clean this is, guys. Let's see how clean this is. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Parchment paper, guys. Parchment paper. Make sure you guys get you some parchment paper. It's only $1 at the Dollar Tree or at a store. Make sure you get some of that parchment paper. I promise you, it will make your lives a heck of a lot easier when it comes down time to clean up. You won't have to worry about it. So, yeah, she's cutting it now. My wife makes her cornbread a little bit different. I like that. It's a little bit different from what a lot of people make theirs. My grandma makes some great cornbread, and I wish she could be online right now and see. But my grandmama don't have. I don't think she know how to use YouTube. If she was, I'm pretty sure my granddad would be. I'm pretty sure my granddad, if he was right now, I'm pretty sure my granddad would be in front of the TV right now watching my channel. My granddaddy, I know he doesn't know how to subscribe and all that good stuff, but my granddaddy is a big supporter. He helps me out a lot, with them views because he watches my channel. Oh, this steam coming off of that bread is so good. Are you sharing? Oh, protect the bread with us. My wife knows how to make this bread, man. She be killing it. She good, man.
Hey, you put honey in it.
Better get you one. Oh, she good, man.
You say you don't like Jiffy Mix.
I'm not messing with you. You been killing. So good. So good. That's good. That's real good. Thank you, babe. For that sample. I would like to make a drink tonight, but I don't know what I can drink. Shouts out to the apple juice. Yeah.
Hey, son, what's up with the family reunion? Coming up here. Are they coming up here?
Tanya, Jenny's wanting to know, are you guys still planning on hosting your family reunion up here this year? Are you guys still planning on coming up here to Virginia? She hadn't said anything just yet. She said, yep, so far. I appreciate y'all still rocking with us, man. I'll tell you, boy, family sit there and rock with you for 90 minutes. They good. I'm telling you guys, this broth that's for this that came off of these potatoes is so good. Oh my goodness. You can take this and make a soup with it. Put you some ham in there, some potato chunks or something. Oh my goodness, it's just so good. Oh man, I just love it. Just that seasoning that's in them, especially getting it from the bottom. It's just so pretty. It's pretty good. We're just sitting here now waiting on our ribs to be done. Y'all guys want me to keep rocking? Y'all guys want to keep rocking with us? Babe want to watch TV. She can't watch TV because I might get hit with a copyright strike. So that's what's going on right now. So what? Huh? I don't know. Next week, I think we're gonna order something and do this segment. I don't think we'll do it live. We'll do it probably a pre-recorded type of thing. Those videos will be straightforward. There'll be no editing, so it'll be straight through to the point. You guys can come through and watch it with us. I mean, just sit and chill. And I'm gonna try to do some premieres. With the premieres, we're gonna do some giveaways. Hopefully in the future, we'll do some. You guys sit and watch it with us. While you guys are watching it, you're able to comment and you're able to leave some feedback on some things, and we're able to, since you guys are rocking with us, we're able to give some things away. So we got some ideas coming. You guys will be here with us for the ride. Some good apple juice and water.
I'm ready to eat.
Well, the ribs are not done, Jenny's. You want to eat the tough ribs?
I bring it to the side.
For what?
God,
My wife is, I'm going to be honest with you guys.
I'm very patient.
Listen here. Be quiet. Listen here, guys. I love my wife to death, but the thing is, my wife is a very, very impatient woman. Jenny's is home.
Emphasis on the patient.
But she is impatient, and she can't wait for nothing. I swear to you, sometimes I have to just sit and look at her and give her that serious eye, and let her know that sometimes you just have to be patient with a lot of things. And Lord have mercy, if we ever have a child and she's ready to get that child out right now, I don't know what the world we're gonna do. She's just impatient. She don't even want to go through the whole process of having a baby. She just want conception done, and then the baby's out. She wants to adopt kids, man. She wants to adopt kids. She don't even want to adopt the baby. Y'all hear me? She just want child here.
Want to be 14, so they have 4 years for to get out.
My dad said, "What time we eating, babe?" and Tanya say, "Have one, have one child." I do want I do want my child to have a sibling. To be quite honest with you, because I don't think any child deserves to grow up alone.
We can adopt some siblings.
Ah, stop saying the A word.
You can adopt siblings. Already got one.
I know somebody who's having a baby this year. She's a family member. Don't say that because we got one in particular. You know who that may have one, but she on that thing though, so she might not have one. But if it was a chance, I'm pretty sure she would have one. But yeah, we got a family member that's going to be blessing us sometime this year here with a new addition to the family. Don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl. We're excited about it. Um, I'm pretty sure one of the children may not be excited about it, but deep down, it's always a blessing to have multiple children, just because it expands and it lengthens your name, and you have reasons to carry your name on. The more children that you have, a lot of people aren't fortunate to be in a position where they are able to take on that role. We we someday want to be able to be good parents and maybe have one or two of our own with the love of our heavenly Father blessing us with that. And right now, it's just not going to happen. Whenever He sees fit, it will happen. My parents was blessed to have at least 4 children. They raised us very well. We all doing pretty good. We can't complain. We have our issues, but our parents still love us no matter what. Correct, Dad? Correct. But we will be having a new addition to the family this year. Yeah, do send out Maxine invite to the page. Tell them they should jump over here on the live and check us out because we are. I appreciate you guys for rocking with us this long. You guys did not have to watch this. This will be uploaded to um, to our page shortly. But my wife wants me to point out some more things that we picked up. If you guys haven't been to Ollie's just yet or don't have an Ollie's into your area, make sure you go there and check them out. Y'all will have 2 new additions to the family. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. We got to talk. Wait a minute. Nobody said, whoa, wait a minute now. So, you just mess up a whole train of thought. All right. Anyway, guys, if you have a Ollie's out there in your area, make sure you go there, check it out, see what kind of discounts they have, especially on some of the food items. These are sometimes non-perishable items that you can normally pick up and be able to keep on the shelves. They have a lengthy shelf life, which usually they don't expire anytime soon. Such as pastas, it's always good to have pasta dishes that you can make because pasta dishes are simple, they're quick to make, and they make one for meals, especially as a leftover. Leftover pasta is always good. Tanya, Jenny said you guys are gonna need some of this right now at Ollie's. I keep saying Aldi. At Ollie's, they have these on sale. Hey, Maxine. They have these right now. The picnic packs from Heinz. They have the Heinz mustard, the relish, and the ketchup right now on sale. These are half off. These was $1.79. The 3 packs are $1.79 for your big family union this year, and anybody else who has any kind of get together and they want the ketchup, mustard, and the relish for those great, amazing dogs. You guys can go pick this up. I'm going to show you guys how to make my hot dogs, and yes, these are great priced. I made some great hot dogs inside of the air fryer. And they came out pretty good. They came out juicy. There was a right amount of flavor to them, and they were perfect. And they were all beef hot dogs. So, Dad, make sure you go and pick those up. Lidl does sell beef hot dogs for a very good price. So make sure you go over to Lidl and pick them up. Closest Lidl to you guys, Dad, if you're going to Columbia, they have one in Lexington, and they also have one in Florence, which is closest to you, Tanya. I don't know if they have anyone close to you out there at Maxine, but if you're coming to South Carolina, I do know that they do have one in Augusta, Georgia. So if you're coming home, make sure you stop by Lidl. Make sure you can go out there and check it out. But we got this big thing of minced garlic. If you guys know us, we love minced garlic just because of the flavors and just that it provides to the food. We love it. We were able to pick this up for $2.99, where it's normally $6 for a smaller size in Walmart. So we was able to save $3 here and get a larger quantity. So it's actually about $2.80 something cents. And the wife is taking everything out. Are we ready? Ooh. Oh my goodness. What is this? My wife. Look at this. It is boiling. Look at that. Look at that. Look at those ribs, man. We just gonna have to go in.
Ribs tough.
Yeah, those are the toughest ribs we done had.
But I know.
Yeah, the big beef neck bones already. I'm sure.
These babies gotta cook.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah, those are tough right now. They need to cook a little longer. The ribs that we had the last time, they were so good. Look at that. Ooh, those are a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can eat those.
We can't eat the short ribs right now, but we are definitely going to get some of this gravy and make some of these green beans hit on. Look at that.
Get these out of here.
Look at those green beans, guys. Fresh.
Look at those hip bones.
Look at those bones. Look at those beef bones. But guys, we're about to get ready to eat here in a minute. We're going to be fixing our meal. I just want to thank you guys for tuning in to the channel. Colossal Eats, appreciate you guys. Thank you for supporting me. I know you guys are all my family, but that's where it starts out at. It starts with the family supporting me and hopefully give me enough courage to keep doing this. I like to cook food. I like to broadcast the ideas of the foods that I have. I just like to be in front of this camera. I just love this beautiful lady who's here behind me, who supports me doing this. A lot of people don't have family members that support them doing what they do, and just by you guys being here, it shows me that you guys really support the movement of Colossal Eats. I chose that name. I really stand behind it. I think it's something. I think it's something big, and I know you guys have been. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you check out our other videos of some of the reviews. I've got some more reviews that I've done and I've been adding. I've got an idea to keep doing more, but I've got one that I'm waiting on approval for. Hopefully the guy get back to me. He wanted the video to be like 6 minutes long. I made the video like 9 because I couldn't capture all the content in that short period amount of time, and the video just wouldn't flow right. Thanks, Dad. Those ribs do look good. Unfortunately, we can't eat those short ribs right now, but we're gonna eat those neck bones. I promise you. But the next thing that we got to do is plate this. A lot of people don't know how to plate a dish. Tongs are in there. Just pull out there. A lot of people do not know how to plate a dish, and this is where they lack a lot of skills. So we're gonna plate this up.
Why not on the light?
I want to use this plate, but my wife says we need to use the lighter plate. You want to use that one? Or you want to use the square plate?
I want to use
All right.
Got the baby.
Appreciate it. All right, guys. Let's get this thing on and popping.
Yes, spoon. Spoon.
Use the, yeah. You want me to plate it?
I know you want to plate it. Here.
You want to hold this?
Nope. I'm just playing.
Y'all see the mess I got to deal with? And when it goes out of focus, just simply just touch the screen. You push it down on the button. All right. So to plate these mashed potatoes, you simply want to take this, and since we eating this type of dish, we want to put the mashed potatoes in the center. And my wife is not going to eat a lot, but she's going to eat a lot of these mashed potatoes, just a fair amount of these mashed potatoes. And make sure you leave an indentation if it will. These mashed potatoes are so thick. Leave an indentation so that your gravy falls down there in it. And what we're going to do is pick up a rib.
Yep. I need this, please.
And we're going to set this rib right here.
Neck bone.
Oh, this is a neck bone. My bad, guys.
Yes, put this one out the door. Put it ready.
All right. And we're going to drop some beans on there. There you go. And we're just going to take a little bit of this gravy here. And this gravy is pretty good. So you guys just watch me drizzle it on there. I know somebody's mouth is watering right now. Look at that, guys. You see that? Yeah. Look at that. And we like to clean these plates up before you serve it. Take a nice clean napkin and just clean the plate up.
Yes, I say yours. What that mean?
All right. Y'all see that? See that look? Boom. There you go.
Cornbread. Corner. Corner. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. That looks so delicious. And that's it. Let me take a picture. Use for the Facebook.
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all.
Look at that mess. Oh, I put the light in the thing. Here. I'm showing everything. That's all in the light and everything.
So we made a mess, but we're gonna clean this thing up. We appreciate you guys for tuning in, family. Thank you guys for tuning in to one of the first episodes for our colossal get together shebang. Me sharing this meal with my family. I appreciate you guys. If you guys haven't done so, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on your notifications for more videos to come to you. We appreciate you guys once again. We love you. And I think that it is time for us to enjoy this wonderful meal. We have been rocking with you now for thank you, Aunt Maxine. We have been rocking with you guys for almost 2 hours. I appreciate you guys for just sitting in front of your television screen, your laptops, or whatever you guys are watching us on. For Colossal Eats and my wife, Janice, anything you want to say?
Love you guys.
All right.
Good night.
Good night, guys. Good night. Thank you, guys. Make sure once this video is posted, make sure you take this video and submit it to your Facebook page. That way we can get more views on it, and hopefully YouTube will start cutting me a bigger check here shortly. So thank you, guys. Love you, family. All the ones who tuned in, appreciate you guys 100%. We're about to enjoy this wonderful meal here. Let you guys get another look at it again. Look at it. Oh my goodness. We did do that. We did that. Did we not do that, guys? Look at that. Look at that once again. Whoo-wee. We did that. Thank you, guys. And for Colossal Eats, we out.